This video is sponsored by Cardmarket. Purchase any card you ever wanted in any language. Hey guys, I'm Naya and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another Cardmarket watch. I'm really excited about doing these videos, so please let me know if you're into that and if you're interested. I did one and it received really nice reviews from you guys, which I'm really grateful for. I think the European market should be talked about more and I'm really excited to bring these videos to you guys. So today we're going to be talking about a lot of cards that are going to see play in Cyberstorm Access format, and we're going to talk about some shifts that are happening, some prices that are going very high on some cards, and we are going to first go through the best sellers and then sort of like, I have a couple of tabs pulled up from the best sellers list so you know what's really being sold right now. So to start things off, I just wanted to mention the special edition, like special rarity cards from the Legendary Collection. And I have the Winged Dragon of Ra pulled up, mainly because it's my favorite out of all of them. And I like them a lot. And I think it's like insane that they are very cheap right now. And in some years, in a couple years, they might not be so cheap anymore. So if I were you, if you're looking to get your hands on like a collector's piece, I would personally purchase this and just hold on to them, because the prices aren't exactly high for you to get like, a play set of every single one of them. So, and they're going down, but then they're going like slowly up again. And with that, we can move on to the meta side of things. Basically, as we look here to the bestsellers list, we have Herald of the Abyss. And Herald of the Abyss basically is going to be really nice because of Pearly, and people are trying to play around Herald of the Abyss. It's not expensive at all if you look at it. However, it's just going slowly up if you look at it being a super rare, I think. This one is super from Soul Fusion, yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's just a card you can purchase or like get it in a trade or something. As you can see, not a ton of value, but it's going to be very useful moving forward. And then going back to the bestsellers list, if we scroll down a bit, you see Droll and Lockbird, which is going to be a really important and popular hand trap moving forward. And then we also have gold pride cards. So gold pride cards, if you look at some of the secret rares, we have this one from Photon Hypernova, is just going up and up and up, and it's going to become even more expensive probably. If we scroll down, we see one seller that has a play set, which is about €8 for the first edition English version. And then going further down, there's literally almost no more play sets. You have like some German cards here, two of an Italian copy, and then it's just slowly becoming like a €9 card. And you need to look at the sellers as well, like which of them are actually worth purchasing from. If you know what I mean, have good reviews and all of that. So if you want to purchase from someone that's trustworthy, the price is going to be high. And looking at the other gold price secret rare, again, about a €10 card. So gold pride with Punk, and with the new support from Cyberstorm Access, a lot of people are talking about it. It might be like a tier 2 or upper portion of Rogue option moving forward, so I figured it would be interesting to talk about it today. The next couple of cards we have here, we are going to talk about the Performapal 5 Rainbow Magician, also Access Synchro Stardust Dragon, and then super heavy Samurai cards. So if you look at Performapal 5 Rainbow Magician, now if you can tell here from the picture, you can read the effect. Each player applies the following effect depending on how many cards they have set in their Spell and Trap card zone, and Super Heavy Samurai cannot play Spell and Trap cards because of their monster effect. So if you have no set Spell or Trap cards in your Spell and Trap card zone, the monsters you have cannot attack or activate their effects. So this is basically a lock for Super Heavy Samurai. And another card we see being played together with this is Where Art Thou? So if you look at the different versions over here, obviously they are not exactly expensive. So if you're going to play this card, so you can get the Performapal 5 Rainbow Magician, I would go for the super rare version from the OTS pack. Although it is going up in price, as you can see here, there are no English yet, unless I missed any, but yeah, it's just foreign languages, and it's about 50 cents or almost €1, which is not bad for a tech card. So I saw this in like a Pearly list, for example, where you can utilize level 1 monsters. So it's another thing to think about. And I also mentioned the Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon. So This one I had in a video. Pick up these cards now because they will go up in price. And look at this one. So it was about 20 euros or almost 30 when I did the video about it. And now it's going up and up and up and up. So if we look at down here, it's almost 40 euros. So almost double the price ever since its release up until now. It's going to be an amazing synchro in the next format. It literally just is used in almost every single combo deck that people think about like has potential, like Super Heavy Samurai, Mana Dome, things like that. It's just this basic synchro combo that uses this card, uses Baron as well. So if you're trying to play a version of this, you should have this card. And it feels like it's almost too late to pick it up, so I would snatch it as soon as possible because it is going to go even higher if you look at the prices. And we talked about Baron. This one is interesting because even the reprint is almost the price of the original copy. If you look at some of the versions, so here we have the reprint, about 50 euros like we looked at, and then this one is the original, which is basically almost the exact same price. So whichever Baron you get, I guess it did knock down the price a bit from the original, but now they are both at a steady like 50 euro, which is still not ideal for a synchro you kind of need to own. So I mean, yeah, like it used to be like around 90 euros. So right now with it being 50, 60, it's that useful in so many decks that are overall like really cheap, like Sword Soul or something, but you need to have this card and other like synchro combo like I mentioned. You need to have it, which is kind of annoying. Then we also need to talk about some of the Super Heavy Samurai cards. These ones right here, you have some of the commons like Soul Piercer, I put up the Scales, and also the Soul Peacemaker. All of these ones I would get rid of literally as soon as possible because cards like these are always due for a reprint, especially if a deck that they are played in is going to be as popular and good as Super Heavy Samurai probably will be. So if you look at the cards over here, there are literally no English copies. And down here you have, okay, there's 16 of these, and they're listed for about 4 euros, which I guess it's not that bad. However, I would much rather wait for a reprint because it is probably coming for these cards. You know, if you look at Scales, Scales is absurd. Scales is literally way too expensive, in my opinion, so I would get rid of these cards if I were you, unless you're trying to pick them up as soon as possible for an upcoming tournament. Then that's just what's up, you know, you're gonna have to do it, but yeah, they are probably getting reprinted soon though. Look at these ones. Like it's just German copies, Italian. Like I don't personally care. I would buy any version. I like that it's different languages. I think it's cool, and like it doesn't really matter because the card does the exact same thing, but a lot of people like just prefer English stuff. So moving on to other things, we are going to make our way a bit faster now through the bestseller list. So we have, like I said, Super Heavy Samurai cards, Gold Pride cards. You can see what's really going to be popular. Ghost Ogre, another really important hand trap moving forward, and a lot of copies are available right now, so it's not too hard to get your hands on an Ogre, unless you're trying to pick up a pretty looking version, because these ones, like, I guess we can quickly look at this one, you know, about €1 or a little more. I guess it's not that bad. I was afraid it's gone higher, but we're not there yet. All right, so we're back here on this page. Chengying, just a generic level 10 synchro. It's cool to pick up, evenly matched. Apollousa is another one that people are going to be playing and making their M board together with Apollousa. Nadir Servant is talked about in regards to branded and playing around Ash and just using it. So that's another option. Then I wanted to talk about Therion King Regulus. So this one, it's sort of like steadied at about 30 to 35 euros because it wasn't exactly used, but right now a lot of different decks are using Regulus, and it's not just the Super Heavy Samurai deck, but also Rika is including it, and there's other strategies that can like bridge to Regulus through other parts, like Rika with Lily Borea being a plant and all of that. So yeah, you can see it's literally reflecting in price. It's about almost 50 euros at this point, so 40 to 45 right now for Regulus, which used to be around 30. And then before we make our way through the rest of the bestsellers list, I also wanted to look at Pearly cards. So over here, I have it sorted, Amazing Defenders and price from most expensive to least, so you can see it clearly. So we're gonna skip over the collector rare stuff because people probably will not be picking up collector rare stuff if they truly want to play Pearly competitively. So I mean, probably my guess, right? So the ultra rare ones are quite expensive, 40, 30 and 24 euros on average, which in my opinion is a little too much. Like if you look at the side set, Runic came out of a side set and Labyrinth came out of a side set. Now Labyrinth cards are a bit more expensive and Runic sort of steadied at around 15 to 20, almost 30 euros, but like 40 and just 30, like I think it's a bit too much. I do think Pearly is going to be like one of the best decks, if not the best deck, but I feel like this is just way too expensive and it's just so annoying to, you know, to sort of be forced to pay as much money for a deck that seems like it has potential moving forward, you know. I'm not a huge fan of that, but like, I guess it is what it is, and Pearly cards are expensive, so you can do whatever you want with this fact. You can either sell the Pearly stuff if you don't want to mess with Pearly in the next format, or you know, you can just, I guess, purchase it if you want. And then to really round things off, we can just, like I said, make our way through the rest of this list. So as you can see, a lot of Ultrageist stuff as well, with people excited for Ultrageist support. Then we have Gigantic Champion Sargus, Baguska, and then a lot of Despia stuff, you know, Chimera, Granguignol, Bestial Magnamut, Linguribo for everyone either being afraid of respecting Ibli. So yeah, other than that, I guess Santa Claus is another one we could mention to really end it. And then punk cards. Like Dear Note is being bought, however, Foxytune, yeah, you can see it here, is still the most expensive one out of all of them. And Cross Sheep as well. So I said we can mention as the last card Santa Claus because it's a really, really useful tech. And as you can see, and we're looking at a pretty print, right? Look at this graph. Like it literally says it all. And if you want to have pretty looking Santa Claus for the next format, you're going to have to pay about 5 to 6 euros, which is not that bad because it did looking kind of good. But yeah, this is going to be a useful tech moving forward. So with this market watch, hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you saw sort of what's going on the market, or you got some ideas as to what you can either purchase or sell, and also what kinds of cards are going to see play in the next format. So if you enjoyed, please let me know. And like I said, let me know if you would like me to make more of these videos because I would gladly do so. And of course, if you liked it, please make sure to like it, sub, check out all the social media, go on Cardmarket, get your cards over there, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.